Hello again. I am always delighted to watch liberals and left-wingers struggling to support homosexuals while at the same time denouncing Islamophobia. You just know that it isn't going to end well. Two recent incidents, one in Britain and the other in the United States, illustrate what happens when progressive and right-thinking people attempt to square this particular circle. A few years ago, the American city of Hamtramck in the state of Michigan became the first city in the country to elect a Muslim majority council. What a triumph for multiculturalism. That's one in the eye for those wicked reactionaries like Donald Trump. What a victory over Islamophobia. This is progress. The BBC, of course, reported about the religious and cultural harmony in Hamtramck, with everybody getting along so splendidly. It was much the same when a Muslim was chosen to be mayor of the Yorkshire town of Keighley. Marvellous. Integration, multiculturalism, etc., etc. Liberals love Muslims, although they tend to be less keen on Hindus and Sikhs for some reason. Muslims are, in a way, the right kind of ethnic minority for left-wingers. Of course, liberals also love homosexuals, and it is when these two patronising affections come into conflict that we see some very entertaining displays of anguish on the part of Guardian readers in Britain. The City Council in Hamtramck has voted to ban pride flags in the city because, of course, being Muslims, they disapprove of homosexuality. Of course they do. So do many Christians. Mind, if a Christian city council took such action, then liberal and progressive people could be outraged and shout about the right wing and so on and fight ferociously for the right of homosexuals to celebrate their lifestyle. Nothing of the kind can be done in this case, for fear of appearing Islamophobic. What a dilemma! When one minority is being beastly to another minority, whose side should you be on? Meanwhile, in this country, Mohammed Nazam, the mayor of Keighley, attended a ceremony in which a rainbow flag was hoisted up a flagpole to mark World Gay Day or Pride Month or whatever it is. He may be seen doing so in the thumbnail to this video. A few days later, he said on a Facebook group that he wholeheartedly apologised for attending the ceremony as it contradicts my personal religious beliefs. He went on to say, "I want to emphasise that I have also personally repented for this error and reflected deeply on the consequences of my actions." Cue absolute horror on the part of liberal people in Keighley, of course. Dear me, it seems that he's not nearly as keen on homosexuality as modern views on the subject would require. The Guardian newspaper has managed to avoid condemning his actions as those of a Muslim by describing him as a Tory mayor, as though that lies at the heart of his intolerance rather than his religion. I don't know when last I was more entertained by two news items. Do left-wingers really not understand Islam and realise that it runs counter to many of their most beloved values relating to sexuality and so on? Apparently not.